Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello, welcome to my channel. I'm going to pull out 10 cards to receive guidance for what we may be guided to. And then I'm going to pull a few cards from the Akash. For the Akash is the memory, is really what we need to know, we need to understand, is who we are, and who we are is related to the understanding of those memory. And the situation for us today is departure. It's about being ready to move forward, to change, to let go of the past in order to move forward. So it is about getting ready for a new beginning. What comes around the situation is wealth. It's the card of wealth. Wealth is a natural state. Nature is wealthy, is abundantly wealthy. All the animals enjoy this wealth in nature, and as human beings, we live in a system that's based on lack, but we have to forget all the ideas of lack to return to the state of abundance and acceptance and receiving, giving and receiving. It's what we see before us that will unfold is knowledge. For there is new knowledge that will come every day. We have to be able to reassert our beliefs about life and the universe. For life teaches new things every day, so we have to be like children to be able to redesign our reality each and every day, because we, in essence, the dream, what we envision through our dreams and desires is far more real than this physical existence, because it is our future reality, whether it is in this life or the next life. The universe keeps on integrating everything in order to project it in the future. So be connected. Know that that you want to focus on all those things that are wanted and let go of all the unwanted situation. What we see in our subconscious, the distant past here, is complementarity. Is understanding how to fit in, how to get complemented. It can be about a partner. It can be about it is about finding being whole, understanding that we're already whole, but sometimes we can bring somebody into our life that make us more whole, even that brings balance into our life. So that's why the relation, God created woman, it's like this. It's incredible. It was when God created the universe, we discovered this yin and yang. This like for me, women are just the greatest gift to man that's ever been. It's like Dante, the poet Dante. For him, Beatrice was the embodiment, was his beloved, was the embodiment of God. There was nothing superior in the revelation of God than the love of his beloved. That being said, in the banquet of Plato, Socrates explained to us there is two kinds of love. There is human love, and for that one person is just as good as another, but then there is love of wisdom, the love of philosophy, the love of wisdom that is constantly expanding. So we got to integrate all those sides of love for everything we have to continue to grow in our wisdom, yet it is good to be able to share that with those that we love, that we think connected on the intimate level as well. And so right now we are on the level, it is creation. The situation is creation. It is the universe. It is being whole. It is being one. The whole universe is part of we are the creator of the universe, of our life. And so to become assuming all the responsibilities of our life, it is not easy, because we are conditioned. We have this cellular conditioning that keeps bringing that bring all kinds of things. So do not judge yourself for whatever you're going through. Just know you come from the origin, and then we're returning to that source. We're returning to that great eternal sphere of infinite love and light. But as we left it, we promised to return, and so we have to return. As we return, we remember that origin, and it is a memory that are unfolding. What is coming in the near future is the 69 card. It is unity. It's the card of unity for you, to be one with your soul, to be one with your creator, to be one with your planet, to be one with your galaxy, to be one with all the people that you love. For there is a sense of unity for everything that divides. That separates is very useful, for God has created those separation with the intention of this reconnection, this reunification. For that is my point of view. Of course, I'm only expressing point of view. It is just a point of view. I hope this what I'm saying will make sense to you in any event. what we have in this situation that is reparation. It is about fixing things. It's about restoring the natural state, repairing. Because of this retrograde of Mercury, now it is moving forwards. We are able to see what needs to be repaired, to see what needs to be handled. So it's about being gentle and caring. What's around us in the outside world is a kind of intuition. So it is about following the intuition. The intuition will lead us back home, back to the source. It is good to have a healthy reasoning mind, but if it is not connected to good feeling thoughts, it will not account too much. For it is important to achieve this emotional maturity where we are able to select thoughts that makes us feel good. And so it is really what's going on in the inner emotion, the hopes and fear. We have happiness. For happiness is, of course, it was Aristotle and Epicure that was they were saying, the first philosophers that says that happiness is the ultimate outcome of the highest pursuit of human beings. But already in Plato, it wasn't like it's almost like common sense, because Plato thought that happiness has to go through virtues to achieve that state of happiness. So it is about balancing out the energies and always seeking freedom and joy, and the outcome is a triumph. We have this gratitude to be triumphant over that life will show us this great light, this great triumph of the triumph of the light, the triumph of the good, the triumph of love. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Akash. The highest wisdom for us today is scribe, or the writer. So it is about writing. It is about understanding. We've already done that, and it is still good to communicate through writing. It is good to always take notes. It's always write everything down. Make notes of things. You may not understand why you need to make notes of those things, but all your dreams, all your visions, there is all kinds of things, and also maybe to think about putting it together in poetry or philosophy, but the highest wisdom lies in this ability to communicate thoughts through writing. What we need to understand is finance. For once we liberate our finances, everything will flow. For that will be one less. We do not need to be. It is not the outcome of. It is not what makes us happy. It is a tool by which we are able to unfold new form of abundance and creativity. Money will just pave the way, just like the yellow brick road. And so it is not about. For many years, I've learned to live from love and water, but it is good to be abundant financially, so that we'll liberate that aspect of ourselves, and so to receive, to be open to possibilities. What we need to do is the mother. So it's about being caring, to be nurturing, to be. To accept the love of the earth, Mother Earth, to accept the love of the Mother God, Mother of the universe, at the great center of the universe. There is many beings, many channelers. I'm sure it's accepted by God. It is part of their process, but that claim to be I am Mother God, or I am Father God, and in a sense, well, maybe. In many sense, what I know about this great spirit, what we call Mother God, can never leave the center of our local universe. If she would leave the center of the universe, all the spiritual circuits will. So there are many angels that are sent in this presentation of that figure, that great divine being, which was the prime creator of our universe. Yet the femininity was not discovered, was not known on Paradise until the universe was created. And then we discovered woman, which is what a wonderful gift, this creation. And so we should love. It is reconnected to this power to nurture, to be kind, to be good, to be included within this abundance of nature as well. And the key and the outcome is biblical. It is about understanding there's going to be some. This term would mean something like monumental, something that's biblical. It's like Moses opening the water, and the sea, this means like powerful energies that are behind transformation, the energies of God. That is, there is God behind the process that wants to create this change, and so we want to, maybe we can relate it to some past historical point that we were already part of that biblical story, but it is also about being the continuation of it to bring about this age of light for our Father who lives in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done. For that is really what's the prayer of Jesus, that we really want to realize, for once this will be done, there'll be heaven and peace for everybody and abundance for all, for we'll all be moving into this state of grace. And so we want to be part of that, we want to integrate that, we want to align ourselves to surrender to this God presence and allow ourselves to be guided. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I didn't think really about any music that came from my head, so I'm not going to sing today, but I might return for it later. Behind me is a portrait, which is a portrait of a friend, but it became something else. It's like, and it's called Asian woman on blue background, and it looks a little bit sketchy on the bottom, but I would never touch this painting. It works too well for me, although it is a bit sketchy. She's got this very magical eyes in the way she's like very but I'm going to return to doing more portraits, nude scenes as I move into a studio. I will probably will attract muses for me. Of course, the light of the universe and all the great spiritual things have been a great powerful inspiration and influence on my work, as those who have followed those videos have seen through all my cosmic paintings. But in many sense, women have been the number one source of inspiration in my life, or life of 99% of all the artists. Well, not 99, but it's been so in many sense, I'm looking forward to going back to more classical subject in doing portraits and so on, and so I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Do not hesitate if you have any question, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Namaste.